At present, in view of the COVID-19 situation and the prevention and control measures, the international public opinion has appeared conflicting voices. On the one hand, the WHO and health experts from many countries have repeatedly warned that the global situation against the epidemic is not optimistic, and the hasty abandonment of strict epidemic prevention measures may lead to the peak resurgence of the epidemic. On the other hand, some voices have questioned China's dynamic zero clearance policy, saying that it is unsustainable and encouraging China to change its policy as soon as possible. As is known to all, since the outbreak of the epidemic, many Western politicians and public opinion institutions in this have been trying to shape this scientific issue into a root dispute between the East and the West, and must make China a failed party. Based on this position, they first declared that China's fight against the epidemic was in chaos, and after the heavy cost of their own lives, they kept playing a blame drama. Now, while they have no choice but to lie flat, they say something about China, which didn't lie down with them, which is self-evident. It is obvious to all in the world. In the face of the COVID-19 epidemic, only China took advantage of its institutional advantages and achieved the best results. Not only successfully fought against the epidemic, but also minimized the impact of anti-epidemic measures on production and life. In this case, China has become the world production and supply center while the epidemic has hit the global economy hard. While the global epidemic is still running high and many countries are tired from fighting the epidemic, it is not surprising that all kinds of voices are emerging. The key is to proceed from the realities of all countries and take responsible attitudes and actions to avoid adding new chaos to the global fight against the epidemic. The coronavirus is far from over pandemic, and the Olympic Army strain is still changing. The Washington National Cathedral rang out 1,000 bells on May 9th, expressing its condolences to the 1 million people registered by this health department who died in the COVID-19 pandemic. Under such circumstances, China's commitment to dynamic zero clearance is the biggest responsibility for the global prevention and control of the epidemic. They are scientifically and morally incompetent to fight the epidemic and ask others to lie down. Only those countries that ignore life at home, blame abroad should be questioned and condemned.